Dina with B-Well Fitness, and today I'm going to share with you a 25-minute chair yoga exercise class. So for today you need a supportive and stable chair, some water nearby if you want. Just find a nice quiet space and let's begin. So you are seated middle to edge of chair, feet about hip width apart on the floor, arms heavy and relaxed. We're going to start with some belly breathing. So let your hands relax, let them rest right on your belly. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. You're sitting up nice and tall. As you breathe in, expand through the belly, pushing your belly right into your hands. And as you exhale, let your belly drop on down, pulling gently towards the spine. Breathe in again. And you can close your eyes if you want. And exhale. So stay with that belly breath for a few times, following your own pace, trying to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth or nose, whichever is more comfortable. And if you close your eyes, let them slowly open. Just take a moment, notice how you're feeling right now. All right, let's add on. Shake those arms out. Rest your fingertips lightly on your shoulders, sitting up tall. We're going to start by making some small circles. So take those elbows and just make some small, tiny little circles. And now try to make each one a little bit bigger. So those elbows reach up a little higher and pull a little further back, reaching up and around. And then as big as you can. And now check in with that breathing again. Breathing in through the nose, letting that belly expand. Let's do one more. Keeping your elbows out to the side, fingertips resting on the shoulders. Extend those arms out and open. Let those fingertips point down and then guide them back in. So really extend and open, let those shoulders drop and back in. Remember, anytime you want, you can close your eyes. Notice the movement through the arms. Feel the stretch right out to the fingertips. Let's do two more. And one more. Fingertips come back to the shoulders. Take your hands out wide. So think of a goalpost. Fingertips spread open, palms open wide. And imagine I'm standing right behind you and I'm gently guiding your elbows back, opening through the chest. And as you exhale, let those arms slide forward. Seeing if you can get your elbows as close as you can, stretching through the upper back. And let's do that again, open wide. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. A few more times, open through the chest, feel that nice stretch. And then feel that stretch along the upper back. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the middle, arms still in those goalposts. We're going to add on, reaching up overhead, listen to your shoulders. You can stop here as you breathe in and breathe out. You can make it bigger if you want. Breathe in and breathe out. Reaching up, stretching through the spine and the belly, and letting go. Two more. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more. And breathe out. Let those fingertips come back to the shoulders and let those arms drop down. Shake it out. Take a moment, rub those hands together. Make sure they're nice and warm. Stretch through the hands. Let your hands come back down to the thighs or back to the belly if you want. Take a moment, close your eyes, and come back to that belly breathing. So breathing in, expanding through the belly. And breathing out, relaxing it all down. A few more times. Open through the belly, expand through the ribs. And relax. One more time together. And lower that belly down. Rest your hands down to your thighs. Turn and look gently to the right side. Eyes open or closed. It's up to you. And back to center. And look the other way. And back to the middle. Tilt your head right. Ear dropping towards your shoulder. And back to the middle, other way. And back to the middle, drop your chin towards your chest, unclench your teeth, relax your jaw. And lift that chin back up. So if you are about middle of the chair, try and scoot out towards the edge a little bit. We're going to lean right back into the chair and take that right leg up gently. So it can be a little lift. You can even leave it on the floor if that feels better. Otherwise, we're here, shoulders back and down. Just point and flex. Reaching long through the toes and then pulling them back so you're pressing through the heel. And now let's make these nice circles. So circle one way. And then try the other. Just warming up through that ankle. You can switch directions. You can point and flex again. Whatever feels good. Even take a moment, wiggle your toes in your shoes. Lower that foot down. Let's try the other side. So lift on up. Point and flex. Circle. One way and then the other. Remember, wiggle those toes. So we're going to add on to this, working through the hips and the lower back, stretching through the legs. So let that foot come back down. We're going to switch back to the right side. So take that right knee up. So I want you to think about nose to knee. Now, most of us are probably not going to get there, but that's your goal to work towards, is bringing that knee close in, rounding through the spine, bringing your nose as close to the knee as you can. And if it doesn't feel good bringing that knee directly towards you, you can bring it out to the side a little too. So bringing it in, rounding through the spine. And then we're going to reach out. So take that foot, let it rest on the floor. Reach your arms up overhead like a great big morning stretch. Arching a little bit through the lower back. Now we're going to bring that all back in. So knee to nose. And then reach out. So find that energy, reach out long. I'm going to give you an option next time through. Bring it in, nose to knee. Now this time, if you want, you can leave that right leg off the floor and reach back, stretching back. One more time, bring it in. And reach it out long. Lower the foot, take your hands to your thighs, lift yourself up, reset, shake it out a little bit. Shake up those hands, move those shoulders. We're going to try the other side. So lean it back, take that leg in. Knee to nose, so round through the spine, and remember each side's going to feel different. So this side might feel a little tighter, maybe you can get a little closer. Let that foot come to the floor, reaching out through the toes and reach back. You trying to reach the wall behind you. Bring it in. And out we go. 2 more times. Come on in. If you want this time, leave the leg off the floor. Stretch back long. Right to the fingertips. 1 more time. Come on in. And reach on out. Let your foot come to the floor. Hands slide up. Sit on up nice and tall. Take your feet about hip width apart. We're going to move into forward folds. Now just a reminder, if you get dizzy at all, make sure to get your head above the heart and work at your own pace. So hands resting on the thighs. We start here. Next option is forearms to thighs. Eye gaze is towards the floor. If you want, you can try and rest those hands down to the shins, or maybe the shoes, or maybe down to the floor. It's up to you. Let your head relax. Turn your head no. And nod your head yes. And slowly walk yourself back up, 1 vertebrae at a time, till you're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do that 1 more time. So breathe in and fold down to that forward fold. Find your stretch. And walk your hands up 1 vertebrae at a time till you're sitting all the way up. And then walk your toes and heels together. So we're going to move into stretching those hips a little. So your first option is going to be taking your right foot over left, resting right on top of that left foot, letting your right knee drop to the side. You can, if you want, bring this foot up higher. So it's resting right above the knee. Your foot is flexed and your knee is dropping out to the side. Adjust where you need to on the chair and try and sit up nice and tall. Breathing in. We are just going to hinge forward. So folding a little bit. Remember, start small and work your way forward. It's okay to let your shoulders round and your chin to drop towards your chest. Sitting up, let's do that 1 more time. Sit all the way up, breathe in and breathe out. Melt forward, relax the upper body. Notice the stretch happening in that right side. And sit up slowly. Let's try the other side. So unwrap that right leg. We're going to do the same on the left. Remember, each side is going to feel different. So cross over and be kind. Take your time. Don't force anything. Here or here. Foot is flexed. Knee drops. Spine is long. Breathing in. Close your eyes if you want. And on your next exhale, hinge forward. Especially when we're stretching through the hips, make sure your jaw is relaxed. Unclench your teeth. Soften through the face. Sitting all the way up. Breathing in. Let's do that 1 more time. Come out and forward. Rolling up. Unwrap that leg. We're going to move on to a lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to step our feet and face the right side. You're holding on to the back of the chair. Your front leg steps back just a little. So if you were to draw a line, it would be from your shoulder to your hip to your knee. You can stay right here. Now if you want, you can add on a little more by making that back leg reach back a little further. Now knee can be bent or it can stretch back straight. It's up to you. Make sure you can see the toes of that front foot. And if you want, you can take both hands and rest them on that front thigh. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, we're just going to hinge forward. So dropping that chest lower. You can stop here. You can come down lower if you want. You can even reach your hands towards the floor if that feels okay. Think long spine, shoulders away from your ears. Let's walk ourselves up till that chest is back, up and lifted, shoulders right over your hips. Take your arms out, and if you want, take them up overhead. So a little arch to that lower back. Arms are reaching up, biceps by your ears if you can, and lift and lengthen. One more breath here. Over the arms. Good, guide that back leg in. Step to the front, let's try the other side. So pivot around. Step your feet across. Make sure you feel supported on that chair. Take that front leg, step it back. Remember, you can stay right here. This is perfect. You can add a little, you can add a lot, whatever feels good. Make sure you can see the toes of that front foot. Hands resting on the thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hinge forward. You can lower down more if you want. Walk yourself up slowly. If you'd like to add on, reach those arms out and then reach them up. Great big stretch. Hold and breathe. One more breath. And lower down. Nice work. Take that back leg in. Step back to the front. So adjust yourself back to the front. We're going to twist, so through the sides, through the back, opening through the chest. Take your feet and walk them out, toe, heel, until your stance is as wide as you can that feels comfortable. Make sure your toes are angled out, and we're just going to lean forward. So it can either be hands right above the knees, or forearms resting down. Eye gaze is towards the floor. Listen to your body as we move through these stretches. We're going to shift our weight over to the right side. So it can be a hand, like I mentioned, or a forearm. Heavy and low on that right side. Turn your right palm up. Take your left hand right to the shoulder. And now think about that left elbow. I want you to pull it back so you're really opening through the chest. You can stay here, or if you want a little more, you can reach that arm up. And your eyes can either be looking up towards your hand, out to the side, or down towards your right hand. So arms reaching up, shoulders reaching back. Now if you want a little more, you can add on. You can straighten that right arm and lower your right shoulder down. So again, vary where your eye gaze is. You can look up, to the side, or down, whatever feels good. And breathe. One more breath. Slowly guide yourself up. Let's try the other side. So shift your weight over to the side. Hand or forearm, palm facing up. Fingertips to shoulder. Bring that elbow back. Nice stretch through the chest. And if you want to add more, reach on up. Bring that energy to that arm. Looking up to the side or down towards your palm. And if you want to add a little more, Straighten that arm. Reach on down. Looking up if you want even more. And slowly bring yourself back up. Lean forward, just move those shoulders around, hands or forearms. Roll on up, walk your toes and heels in. And sit all the way back into your chair. So your back is resting right into the chair. Feet are hip width apart, resting on the floor. Hands are gently falling onto your thighs. Let those shoulders drop down. As we begin class today, turn and look to the right side. Let that breathing slow down a bit. Come back to the middle and look left. And back to the middle. Dropping side. Into the middle, other way. Into the middle, chin towards your chest. Open through the jaw. Lifting that chin back up a little bit. Resting our hands at our belly. Back to the very beginning. Please, I invite you to close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. And let's come back to that belly breathing. Breathing in, expanding through the belly, expanding through the ribs. Exhale, lower that belly back down. Try that again. Breathing in, pushing your belly softly into your hands. Exhale and relax your body, your mind. Once more. Resting your hands back down to the thighs, peeling your back away from the chair. Letting your arms drop down by your side, your palms facing front, roll those shoulders back. We'll end class today with some deep breaths together. So breathe in, arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands rest right in front of your heart, elbows hugging your body. And once more, breathe in. And breathe out. And if your eyes are closed, take a moment now to open them. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.